welcome back. Can somebody give me a little recap about what happened last time?
We had a lovely visit to our haven from Karsh's Nostravatu friend, informing Ramírez that he was requested to Liju's abode for an impending blood bonding ceremony, to which he went and thoroughly insulted her in front of all her friends, which was absolutely glorious. Definitely ruining her evening. We made a quick stop to King International, the marketing firm owned by Clarissa King. We met her lovely assistant slash ghoul, who is
Dedicated is the word you're looking for.
Yes, sure. She's very clearly overworked, but she is a ghoul, so these things happen in the world of darkness. Clarissa picked up some mail. Cole used a phone to try and get some information regarding a fence that may have been used by Liju. We went to Chinatown, picked up Ramírez, and then went to see your dad in the retirement home. And we've all agreed that we should probably move him at some point, should we survive the evening. And then we left off as we were heading towards Silicon Valley, in hopes of finding Monica something or other.
Check.
That's the what I got the first name right.
Yeah, you did skip one thing, and that was that you basically brought the fence to Strauss in order to brainwash him.
We did, yes. So we are.
Take that off the list.
Yeah, we're brainwashing a fence. We've stolen his phone. We're taking that to a group of Anarch Tremere in hopes that they might help us. It's a very long shot, but we are clutching at straws here.
What can possibly go wrong?
We are stuck between multiple hard places and rocks, and we've resorted to committing treason and fraud just to try and save our own necks. So, yeah.
When you summarize it like that, it does not make me feel comfortable about this situation.
But this is a really bad situation, and I have a feeling we've just made it even worse. We should have just handed off the poor Tremere that we're trying to save. But hindsight is wonderful.
With charges, with debt, enslavement, and let's say guilt by association, our kindreds are heading over to Silicon Valley in order to search for some wily Tremere. Okay, so how do you go about this? Because as far as I know, you didn't quite know where her haven was, if I remember correctly.
So I guess from what you ruled last week, we need to be kind of in the area.
Yes.
So we can kind of pick up a trail there. Last I knew of, she was in Silicon Valley somewhere. It's not somewhere I'm particularly familiar with.
Silicon Valley's not a small place.
No, it's not.
Several cities, like basically smushed next to each other.
But I'm sure with Clarissa at the wheel and Ramírez in the back.
Yeah, I suppose the question is, Seb, what knowledge do we have of the possible areas that she may or may not frequent? Might be the first question between us all. Like, as in general area of her domain, I suppose that would be a good start.
I've still done the ritual, so as soon as we start picking up like where she may have been, a trail will start to illuminate, and we can just follow that back. We just need to be close, I guess.
So what haunts or hideouts would she have used? Yeah. Any ideas of any sort of places that she may or may not frequent?
She likes computers.
Oh, God. Well, yeah, you see Ramírez dropped his head.
Yes.
They were barely a thing when I...
Somebody who likes computers in Silicon Valley. I'm sure that's very easy to find.
Is that not narrow enough for you, Seb?
Oh, okay, Johannes, I get.
I guess we just drive around for a little bit in hopes that I start pinging something.
I do know someone in Silicon Valley. However, I'm not particularly keen on asking him if he knows the hangout of an anarch that could help us doctor some evidence.
You trust? I suppose the question is, do you trust them enough, Clarissa, or is it
I
beyond them?
wouldn't. If we even mention this to another member of the Camarilla, they are going to hang us for treason or hold it over our heads to get stuff out of us.
Yeah. I'm not keen on that idea.
No.
I trust the guy, but this is a lot to trust anyone with.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Wow.
Hey, in that case, roll me, let's call this wit plus investigation. Cool, as you are trying to look for the signatures that she might have left behind with your spell. If occult's better, you might use.
Is there any way we can be assisting as we're all three of us are in this car trying to figure this stuff out?
Do I get any bonus from the ritual that I've done, or?
Let's pull the ritual up again. You would need to get past the place where she has been to have left that aura trail. That's how I interpreted this spell. Okay. I'm gonna say for now, just wits plus investigation or occult, depending on what you want. And once you find the trail, you can follow it through the means as said in the spell. Right now, you're looking for to pick up the trail, if that makes sense.
So no bonus dice.
Yes, no bonus dice, unless someone else. I guess no, because you would be the only one to be able to see it. So
3 successes.
okay. I am going to say, as you drive south, you pass by Stanford, the big university, which you know to be Nosferatu territory in the Camarilla of San Jose, Silicon Valley. There, very, very faint, you do think you detect something.
I think we should head towards the university. I'm getting a feeling there's something around there.
Drive in that direction.
Mm-hmm. And like as you're pulled in that direction, you start to see more tracks. As you think, if this is not the place she stayed at, this would be at least the place she visits from time to time.
Do we see any outdoor tracks leading away from the university, or?
Yeah. It comes or leads up north, depending on how you look at it. Then goes to the university. Like there's several tracks there, and then you have like a track that leaves or arrives at the university once again.
I guess we follow the ones that are going away from the university.
Okay. Roll me intelligence plus survival. So that's a margin of 1, correct? Let's say margin of 2. So you can try to follow it using intelligence plus survival against the difficulty of 4 in this case.
I only have 4.
Oh God.
Can you rouse?
I'm very hungry, so rousing is dangerous.
Oh,
I can.
Oh, God.
But I may have to nom on a student or 2.
Oh, I mean, they won't even notice.
Okay, I'm gonna rouse. And I get hungrier.
Oh, God.
I am okay, so I need to feed or I'm gonna frenzy.
Pull over and just
Okay.
grab the
Survival
Like-
plus wits plus 2.
You always have to grab snacks on these sort of things.
Oh god. Oh god.
no.
Okay, it's just tracking. Okay.
Okay. So how are we making a survival thing messy? I would beat down to say you succeed in feeding
I'm not killing more civilians.
while on the way there.
What?
No. No.
Any other suggestion how to make this messy?
How to make it messy?
I mean, the Tremere Bane is perfectionism, so
Could veer completely off course. You could think it leads a different way.
it's not a failure. It's just
True.
succeeding by virtue of being a vampire.
Okay.
Start shouting at
I
Clarissa.
do not know.
I'm going
I
to
mean-
say, because you are this hungry, you see the trail and you get a little sniff of extra stuff. A little bit of the good stuff of vampire fighting.
He is a bloodhound, so he can smell resonances in humans.
And now apparently you can also smell the presence of a vampire that has just walked past here within the last 24 hours. And it smells so good. So you're able to follow your nose to wherever that leads. You go down a couple of streets and it takes you north for about 20 minutes until you reach this building. The Tech Interactive Museum. This is historically a museum of all kinds of technology. Old computers, very antiquated things, very new things, just anything that exemplifies progress in a technological sense.
Museums to technology already. How quaint.
This could be fun for you.
The whole street shuts off.
Museum.
Is this where we need to be, Cole, or is it?
Yeah, is this where her trail is leading as well, or is this?
Yeah, this is where you track her smell to.
I'm just gonna follow it to whatever entrance she may have taken.
Yeah, it leads you to some kind of like back entrance, which might be used for like loading purposes, like an entrance for like a big truck or something, like a garage type of thing, to take deliveries, things like that. And you look, yeah, it's the door doesn't seem to be open, the gate. But yeah, you think she entered through here.
Does there appear to be any like security cameras? Are we at a gate or a door? Sorry.
Yeah, so this is like a garage door, basically, like a large loading bay door.
Yeah, does there appear to be any cameras or anything around?
Oh, tons. Like all around this building is 24/7 camera surveillance. And one seems to be angled just at you.
You won't stay close to me.
I will look directly in it, and I will just wave.
Oh,
Okay.
we're going for that way of getting attention. Well, fair enough.
It takes about a minute, and then you hear some kind of whirling, buzzing sound as from up above, like this weird helicopter type device it's coming down with like 4 rotors. Like this is like a drone, but it's seemingly something that has been slapped together haphazardly. Like this is a prototype of some kind. Like this is not like a nice one you might buy at like a store or something.
Oh, the
Is it
miniature
armed?
helicopters.
Fully imagining Ramírez like that bit at the end of Interview with the Vampire when Lestat sees the helicopter and he doesn't really understand what's happening and is terrified.
I remember them from the war, but they weren't that size.
It comes down and
Oh no! What does it do in proximity to the La Sombra? Does it just die? That would be
as
embarrassing.
it's coming down, and like some sort of video screen unfolds from underneath. And on this video screen, you see someone you would recognize as Monica Chang, or Lady Hemlock, as some might know her.
Yeah, I think I would know her as Monica Chang. Definitely not Lady Hemlock. I'll kind of just look at the device, as this is a very alien piece of technology to me. I'll kind of tap the screen.
Please do not touch the drone, Mr. Cole. Comes from like a little speaker in the drone.
Miss Chang, yes?
That is correct. What are you and your friend doing here? Who is he?
Hello.
This is Ramírez, and my colleague over there is Clarissa King. Please keep your distance. She is La Sombra.
What?
Here.
Oh God.
Yes.
One of them. We really need to find a way to deal with that in our security systems.
If anyone could find a way, it would be you.
Goddamn right. So, what brings you here this time?
Well, it's been a while. There's been some changes of allegiance since last time we met, but I am not here for that in the slightest. I actually require your help again.
Again, seems to me you still have not paid me back for last time.
I have not. You still have a boon that you've yet to cash in, which is still perfectly valid, by the way.
It's very, very interesting how you Camarilla types decry the use of technology, but when you really need it, you still come to us.
I believe that last time you visited the Chantry, introducing the rest to your technomancy, you called it, I was more than willing to learn, and I was quite impressed with what you had to show.
Yes, well,
Right.
as you said, a lot has changed since then. Since then, my brethren have been hunted down, killed by people of your ilk.
And we lost
Camarilla
it.
and the Tremere both have turned against us. Why would I even entertain your question?
Because I talk to you now not as a representative of the Camarilla, but a fellow Tremere. I require your help.
Well, as you might know, the pyramid no longer stands.
It does not.
We are individuals. Why do you obey?
Because for now, it suits me. Again, I'm not here to talk politics with you. I have little interest in your allegiances. To be honest, it's all the same system, just with a different name. In my opinion, anyway.
Larissa will look a little bit taken aback, but she will regain her composure and say, without knowing if this thing is even detecting her, he's actually trying to save one of your own. So if we could move this along and not be stood out here having a conversation with a machine, that would be wonderful.
She
You
starts
remember-
talking while you're still, speaking?
You remember Darius? You know,
Yes.
one of the, bizarrely, one of the friendliest people I have met since my embrace. It's his life on the line I need your help with. And mine, subsequently. So if this goes south, that boon that I already owe you is null and void. So you can help me and potentially get two boons, or I leave, get executed, and you turn out with nothing.
And I don't know if having any revenge against someone that betrayed your group has anything to do with it. That might be useful to point out as well. There might be some bonus in having some revenge on someone that I believe has caused some problems for your group.
Someone in the Camarilla that may be on your shit list. Li Zhu Chang. She's also on ours. We are very close to getting her out of the way for everyone. But again, I need your help to do it.
Let's negotiate. And then suddenly the big garage door opens, and in there stands a young, kind of hipster-looking woman, and she says, "Hi,
Hello.
how are you?"
Well, we've had better days, but thank you for at least opening the door. That's much appreciated.
Oh,
Larissa looks perturbed but says nothing.
hello, my name's Sunspot, and I'm so very happy to meet you. I was told to come get you. Monica wants to see you, I believe.
Seems to be.
Is she kindred? Does she look human? Does she have fangs?
Yes, she has fangs.
I have to say, Sunspot is a very unfortunate name for a fellow kindred.
Oh, it's not actually my real name. It's like my online handle that I use. It's like my hacker name. It's really cool.
You know what? I don't understand a word you just said, but okay.
No, me neither. I would really like to see Monica now, please.
Oh yeah, sure. I'll take you to Lady Hemlock. Let's go.
No, Monica Chang.
Yes, Lady Hemlock, as I said.
Lady what?
Clarissa.
What?
What is she saying?
I don't know.
I have
understood
never
some of
felt
it,
older.
I switched off the second she said Sunspot.
Oh, Monica did say that you might want to keep your distance. We're working on quite sensitive things here, and it's very, very important that does not get disrupted. Okay, thank you.
Clarissa's like, if this doesn't go well, I'm gonna touch stuff.
Yes. There's always a backup plan. There's always a backup
amok
plan.
in this whole museum.
And she leads you down to a basement, and then another sub basement. On of that one basement. It's very, very confusing. Until you are in what sort of seems like a conference room of some sort, but with like a window in it that looks out over what are basically rows and rows of servers.
They've got a lot of heaters for some reason.
Even Clarissa knows what these are and will try to explain it quietly to Ramírez.
What?
Oh no, this is a little project of ours. It's fine.
Okay.
Little project.
What do you mean it's in the cloud? We're underground.
No, Colt. Never mind.
It's so confusing.
Okay, let me get Monica, and I'll be right back.
Thank you.
And then like a moment later, she returns with like a woman of Asian descent who you recognize as Monica Chang.
I'll smile and bow my head.
Mr. Cole.
Miss Chang, it's been a while. It's good to see you again. Thank you for allowing us into your abode.
Yes, thank you for meeting us.
The hospitality is appreciated.
Well, thank you. We are doing very important work here. I suggest you get to the chase rather quickly.
Some sort of weather machine, according to Clarissa here.
That's not what... Never mind, it's okay. We'll talk about it later.
This? No. This is 3.0, and it's gonna be...
There's no point in even trying to explain to them. They don't understand and I can't use it.
So
Fine.
this is 3.0. I have to say that's not the first time I've heard that being mentioned.
Anyway.
Good. So,
Whispers on the wind, I suppose. But
well,
yes.
as long as you... So, what do you want?
I need your help in framing someone. Particularly the aforementioned Li Zhu Chang.
Li Zhu Chang. It's been a while since I've heard that name.
Lucky you.
Yes.
Yeah, mean old bitch, as I remember. But,
Oh, you have met her, yeah.
That's her.
So, what does that have to do?
Well, we were kind of hoping that there was some kind of bad feelings about her betrayal of the Anarch movement. That might sway you a little bit to help us with our current predicament with her and hopefully remove her from the board entirely.
While I might see why you think that, I am afraid I bear no ill will towards her for that reason. You see, she was very supportive of what you might call an oppressive sort of different government. The new Provisement Aranate, as you might remember.
Yes, I remember the equation well.
Well, let's just say I have a different vision in mind than bowing to those things.
Well, I have no interest in making you bow to anything. I know you better than that. So I am not here to... As I said, I'm not here to talk to you politics. You do your thing, and I'm more than happy for you to do it.
Very well. Well, let's get business out of the way first. What do I get?
Well, how about I put what I would like your assistance with on the table first, and then you can name a price. Clarissa, we are desperate. Let's not hide that
Bargaining
fact.
has to be done at this point. Yeah.
That seems like just the type of deal I love. Good.
I do have some things in mind that we may be able to offer you, but as I said, I'll allow you to name your price before we begin negotiation. As you recall, the equation, or rather, they were thought to be responsible for the destruction of the Chancery and the deaths of, well, everyone but myself and a few other Tremere.
And you wish me to frame her for the burning of your little Chancery?
In short, yes. Because unfortunately, someone else is being tried for it, and I would very much like them to not face that punishment. As I said, it's Darius, one of only a few other Tremere in the city.
I must say, I do love seeing Clan Tremere or the pyramid on its knees after spending so long in its shadow.
There is no pyramid anymore.
Yes, I know. There's you. You are basically the Tremere in the city. That's something I find hilarious. Now us and those Carno witches that live close by are the only ones left. And we have the power this time.
As I said, I'm not interested in power. I'm not interested in rebuilding the pyramid. I would just like to survive the week.
Oh, come on, let me gloat for a moment. It's so
He
fun.
rolls his eyes and yeah.
Clarissa is doing all kinds of eye rolls going on right now.
Okay, I'm gonna make it simple for you. This is what I want. Our kind, and I mean the Ipsissimus Tremere, and us as our technomancy brethren, have recently been heavily under attack by the Camarilla and the Tremere pyramid as a whole. What I would like you to do is to ensure that whoever the next prince becomes, because yes, I have heard of that rumor, Karsh is going to step down,
He is, yes.
and whoever becomes the primogen of the Tremere after this, that they leave us be here.
Sure.
That is all. We wish safety. Do
And
not
that's
do this.
perfectly understandable. As I said, I don't wish any more damage upon our clan, regardless of what house we are, what faction we support. We're only
Good.
weakened by infighting. It's ridiculous.
Good. I'm happy you take that way. You'd have made a fine honor. Okay.
Clarissa audibly exhales.
As I said, same system, different name, less resources.
Good. So what specifically do you need me to put where? Is the
Well-
video? Is it?
We need to doctor evidence. We have in custody Lishu's fence. We are persuading him that he sold artifacts from the Chantry, and the fire that took most of the clan was used as a misdirect from what actually went on. While we have him, and we are soon to have his outpouring testimony of what he did, and he will air quote, we need more evidence than just the word of a single kind. We have his phone. There is already evidence of communication between him and a particular individual under Lishu's employ. We just need that communication to verify the story that's being implanted in the fence's head. Any other additional stuff that you can stick on top of that would be perfect, but...
Oh, I mean, that's easy. These are just normal phones. That's no problem.
Ramirez
for us
is
to
wide-eyed.
Yeah, I'm also like...
holding the phone like this, just by the tip of it. Here you are.
Okay, hand me the machine.
Paul will hand her the machine, not knowing quite which way it goes up or whatever.
She takes it. Now, me and some of my comrades will do this in private. You will get it back after. Just give us like an hour.
Do you want us to wait outside, or are we okay to just sit here?
Oh, Sunspot will keep you company.
Good.
And I will hold Clarissa back from running around in your...
Very well. Yes. Under no circumstances should she come anywhere near technology of any kind.
Yes, well, IT people at my company would definitely agree with you.
Okay. And Monica leaves the room, and you are stuck with Sunspot here for an entire hour.
Oh,
On a scale of 1 to Gregory, how annoying is she?
she's so much worse.
Oh, she
Doesn't know where we live, so...
She is annoyingly upbeat, like all the time. Like she is a ray of sunshine.
Oh,
Just like, oh, and what do you do for fun? Like since you've become like a kindred and all, I'm not sure how old you are. Is that even nice to ask? I'm not sure, but like I've discovered so many things since I've
new, aren't you?
I was turned during the Great Depression. I was an investigator.
Oh my god, that sounds so sad for you.
It was kind of traumatic. Yeah.
I came over during the war.
Wow, that's all like super depressing. I wasn't. Like I was super happy. Like I was like at a party, it was fun, and yeah, like I just
You-
woke up and I was like, this was...
Oh wow! Do you even know
Super
who
nice.
who did the deed?
Oh, no clue.
Oh, so you don't? Yeah, I
Like-
suppose that's one way to not have any angst against your sire.
Yeah, but I was like, I'm quite good with computers, and then somehow Lady Hemlock found me. So yeah.
So you're technically not Tremere, you're caitiff?
Oh, I think I'm Tremere. At least from what they have tasted of me, I seem to be Tremere.
Or are you maybe a thin blood?
I don't think I can do like some magic stuff, so I assume I'm.
Well, that definitely
So
sort of
can
suggests
they.
you are. Yes.
I mean,
Clarissa has completely zoned out. She is. Go on.
I mean, I think someone would have told me I was a thin blood if I was. Anyhow, now I'm like the public face of the operation here. Public relations stuff. I'm usually the one they send out to all the fun things, like the anarch meetings and.
You have
Meetings?
meetings.
Interesting. The
Well-
for that organization.
I'm actually not sure I should have, but let's ignore that for.
Interesting.
Do you have
And
any
this
way
goes-
of do you have any, as a thing in the back, do you have any blood around at all or anything? I mean, I do believe one of my colleagues is quite thirsty.
I am rather hungry. I haven't eaten in quite a while.
As we've got to wait around.
It's been a rough week.
Oh, yeah, we can order you something. What do you like?
What do you mean order?
I mean, there's an app for everything these days. What do you like?
What?
The Anarchs really are living in 2023.
Ramírez is nudging you, Cole. Like you should at least try.
And like she opens like what looks like you wouldn't know, but she opens up like a dating app.
Is this tender?
This is tender, yes. Like what do you like? Who looks tasty?
I assume she's just like swiping through people.
Yeah.
I'll go for that one, I guess. How does this work?
Oh, well, you swipe. Oh, don't worry, they'll react instantly. We have like optimized the algorithm with the photos that we use to be like perfectly irresistible. So like, don't worry, they'll answer immediately. I know this from experience. And she like basically like texts with emojis like eggplant, beach, water droplets, something along those lines, along with an address. Come on, let me show you how we do it in like this century. And she basically takes you upstairs and like maybe a block away from the museum to like a small apartment building thing, and lo and behold, like after 5 minutes, someone arrives there.
Ramírez is just wide-eyed.
Yeah, this is utterly bemusing. I generally thought nothing would surprise me in this day and age, but here we are.
We are living in this day and age.
Hey, sweetie, come on in. I hope you don't mind. I brought some. I brought some friends. Don't worry, we'll have a great old time. Oh, yeah, no, that, yeah, I know the old guy might not be your thing, but trust
sorry.
me,
Apologies.
it'll be fine.
Don't mind me.
And
just here
fade
to watch.
black. You can do what you want.
I would like to feed, please. How 2, I guess?
Depends on how rough you want to treat this guy or gal.
I don't want to kill this guy or girl.
I'm sure they have an app as well.
Yeah, you can take 3, but 3 will like leave him wounded and will take him some time to recover. Like
Yeah,
chronic fatigue, things like that.
I'll take 2 to be kind.
Mhm.
But I am still at 2, so
Me too.
It's polite.
Yeah.
It's polite level.
Okay, give me a moment. And she like after you're ready, he like turns to him and looks him in the eye and says, "You've had a great time. Trust me." And then she turns around. I think we better give him a moment. And let's head back and see how Monica's doing, right?
Please, yes.
Shall we?
This is ridiculously easy to feed.
They just come to you.
Yeah, well, it's the same idea that Gregory had with the pizza. It's not that inventive. It's not clever.
But look at this app. It even mentions the blood type. This is
Yeah.
I haven't been giving it credit.
That's actually I heard some Nosferatu actually made that. It's quite inventive actually for
Okay, I can see it working for them. Fair.
I mean, yeah, they have to catfish, but
Clarissa, why doesn't your company make an app like this?
Maybe we do. We should talk to Lily.
Okay. You may want to
have
prep
so much
her
on her
because
plate already.
perhaps she can
maybe if we make your ID department ghouls, maybe they'll make one.
Not a bad idea.
Food for thought.
Literally.
But yes, let's see how Monica is getting on with our predicament.
Yeah, you get handed back the phone. It's a little bit sticky, but she says, yeah, so everything's on here and on any other device that's linked to this one with the correct dates, correct times. We have circumvented all the firewalls, so nobody should know what has gone on. Yeah.
The Camarilla aren't generally logically minded, so we should be okay on that front.
What's a firewall? That sounds unnecessarily dangerous.
Oh, it's something to protect your data. A little bit, like... yeah, no, it's a safety measure. It's like... it's like a lock for your digital data.
Okay.
You are speaking an entirely different language at the moment. I will just nod and...
I'm the only one that understands what you're saying, and again, no use to me, sadly.
But thank you anyway.
As always, you've been a great assistant, Monica. Let's not leave it 3 decades to see each other again.
Not forget what I have asked you.
Certainly not. Could whoever become the next Permagin for the Tremere, I will do what I can to keep their attention elsewhere.
Good, very good. Now run along.
Yes. We were never here, you never saw us, we never saw you. We get the deal.
Good. And I assume you make your way out and back into the city of San Francisco.
We drive back.
Back home. Back to the haven.
We need to get back to reality. This was a diversion of craziness.
Yeah, this was a very, very long
This is
road
a very
trip. It's been a very long
It was
night.
a long night. It's a very long night.
It's a very long night.
Yeah.
And as you arrive at home, you're just back in the nick of time. Otherwise, you might have been fried to death in whatever car you're driving at the moment.
As we pass Gregory on the sofa.
We just eat Gregory.
I mean, we're going to need to eat again in the morning because I assume tomorrow is the day. And
yeah, I let's say tomorrow's the day, because I am honestly a little bit lost in the amount of days that have actually gone by. But yeah, let's say tomorrow is the day.
in a couple more weeks, bring it forward. It's fine.
You would also have known that Karsh has called another Elysium in order to watch the execution of Darius. Unless you are able to present your case.
Do we have a few minutes beforehand to discuss it, or are we turning up to this Elysium with his head on the chopping block?
I assume, well, you're not sure, but I assume you will have some time to make your case before,
Sir, but my blood pressure just skyrocketed.
I know.
Yeah, 100%. That was a stomach drop moment.
Putting you under pressure. That's what I do.
Oh, yes. It's all coming to the end.
God.
Is there anything you do before you go to bed for the day?
Oh, it sounded like we were right on the cusp anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there any of Liju's blood on Ramírez? As it was a very aggressive feed, I imagine it was messy? ?
Tried to be.
Yeah, it was probably messy. There might have been some. Yeah, it would have sort of dried up by now, but you can try to see what you can recover.
Fine. It doesn't need to be
Let's.
wet blood.
What would this be? This be dexterity survival or dexterity craft?
I'm not trying to craft anything with it. So if it's on a collar of a shirt or something, I just want the shirt. I'm not doing anything with it yet.
You can definitely have that. That's no problem.
Okay, yeah.
The only thing I would say is that from Ramírez's point of view, it's almost like he gets a scent of it again as that happens, and he does struggle for a moment to pass the shirt when it's asked for. But he would do it, yeah.
All right, just an insurance policy, just in case.
Yeah. And he's sort of looking at himself in the moment, and just realizing, and he's frustrated with himself in the moment more than anything else.
Okay, so
Gregory, yes. Gregory, did you restock the fridge?
You say you restocked the fridge.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't know what happened. Then one moment I was here, then the next moment I was still here. I was planning to go to the blood bank, but then I don't know, something happened. I must have
Gregory, I have to say, I am quite disappointed in this. That that boon is just. I'm gonna have a word with the harpies about it. It's not gonna look good on you, man.
What boon are you talking about, man?
I mean, us giving you haven, allowing you into our space.
Hey,
you have a key. It's unspoken. It's hospitality, man. We do you a favor, you do us a favor. That's how it works, right?
You did, drink all of the blood in there. We're not really asking for much.
It was a gift, man. Property's not real. Don't you know?
No, but hunger is.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, and I was hungry, so I ate it.
And we allowed you to graciously, as the gracious hosts we are. And you're not repaying our hospitality, Gregory.
Just buy dinner once in a while, Gregory. That's all I think they're asking for. But I can't deny your logic anyway, Gregory. It's perfectly on par.
I mean, I wanted to order dinner, but then you guys said I couldn't.
Oh yeah, you do have to eat out.
Not to the front door. It's warded, Gregory. A kind touches that door, they explode.
We'll find a way around it. How about that? I will repay you for the blood.
We are going to need to eat tomorrow evening. I was trying to think of a way to say morning. It wasn't morning.
We can figure it out.
We would appreciate if you restocked the fridge, Gregory.
Yeah, it's a little bit early, man.
I know.
Just his parents know.
Sometimes. Do we have to ground him?
In a few days, you'll have your blood, man.
We might be dead
that sounds perfect. Thank you very much, Gregory. We would hate to have to take that key back from you.
No worries. Thanks, Dad. Go.
No. Oh, no.
Well, it's been a very long day. No, night. Now I'm getting confused.
You are of the generation that would be his father, I think. So,
I mean, probably grandfather.
Let's say your 20s. He was born in the 40s. I think it kind of works, no?
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, it does work, yeah.
Ooh, I prefer the term Vladdy, but sure.
Okay. So, anything else?
No, I think sleep.
Not for me.
Big night tomorrow, big night.
Did Clarissa read her mail?
Clarissa will be reading her mail.
So, while you read that, I think we will skip along to the morning. Unless you want to react to this. We'll give you a moment to read. Okay, no reaction?
Not in front of anyone. There's general fury going on in Clarissa's room. Just general.
Okay. So, then we pick up again the next morning. Or the next evening, I should say. As you know, Karsh has called an Elysium to finally execute the traitorous Tremere that was responsible for the burning down of the Tremere Chancery.
Oh god, there's gonna be an audience. There's gonna
This
be
is
so many
terrible.
people
I was really hoping
there.
there wouldn't
Yep.
be an audience.
Yep, it's going to be public.
Anton's gonna be there.
Anyone that's anyone will be, I'm sure.
Surely we're not going to have to do this in front of everyone. We can surely talk to Karsh individually in private
Nope.
beforehand.
I'm pretty sure
Shall we
it's just
try-
going to happen. You got to go theatrical. Have your moment and push through.
Yeah, but we're technically lying. We can't do that in front of a lot of people. Should we try and get there early, just so we can have a meeting with Karsh? Maybe Lisha will be there, and he'll call a blood hunt there and then.
We can head there quicker if you wish. Yeah, but I think it'd probably be the choice of timing wise. Do you want to feed or do you want to?
Oh, yeah.
Or do you want to get there early?
I'm okay.
I'm pretty good.
Oh
too.
yeah, I need to.
Oh, no, I'm not okay.
Oh, I'm not okay either. Okay, yeah, I need to.
Oh,
feed.
no, we need food. We can go to... Oh, Ramírez is fine.
Yeah.
We can go to the office. I'm sure there's someone... It's quite early in the night. There's probably loads of people still working.
Yeah, 9 to 5
Or-
is not a thing at King Marketing.
Is absolutely not.
I suppose, Seb, the question we need to answer, and I suppose from your point of view, is timing-wise for when the Elysium are going to start. Are we dealing with if they go and feed first? Will we probably be coming to the cusp of the event, or is there actually more time?
Yeah,
than that?
I think you can either choose to go early, and then you might be able to catch Karsh alone, or you go feed first and then you arrive basically.
Makes sense.
at,
Just so we're on the
time
same page.
everyone
Yes.
is, right?
Oh, it's...
That's the choice basically at the moment.
I'm gonna vote for the risky choice
Go early.
because there will be food
Yeah.
at the Elysium,
That's true.
so we can
Okay.
deal with Karsh, then feed while the theatrics is going on. Wait, how hungry are you?
3.
Okay, I'm at 3 as well, so
Okay. It's
we
not
should be
dire
okay.
straits,
Yeah.
but if this turns into a bad situation, it could turn into a very bad situation.
Okay. So
Yeah, we should both
definitely push then and risk it by the sounds of it. That makes sense to me as well.
Sure, that's fine. Let's do it. Let's do it. No, you're right. It's better to talk just to Karsh anyway, so I agree.
To the car.
The car.
To the back.
Gregory, are you coming or are you staying?
Is Gregory here? Gregory better be getting food.
Either you're coming with us or you're staying here, but you're getting food.
Okay, give me a moment to get dressed, man. Like, damn, it's Elysium. I want to wear my nicest things.
He puts on the same clothes.
No, I was going to say.
No, like he actually like reaches under the couch and pulls out what looks like a suit. Like it's a bit like
The
tattered
couch.
out. Like it's a bit tattered out in certain places. In one of the like knees, like there's a patch of fabric missing, like it's kind of ripped. But overall, like it kind of looks like a suit.
I was half expecting him to pull out one of yours, Clarissa.
He wouldn't dare. Clarissa is like tailored trousers. She's got like a blazer on that's got ridiculous shoulder pads and a big belt around it. It's all like black and red.
Problem is, I think he would.
I can't even think about that right now. I'm too stressed.
I have slightly
Shut up.
nicer bit of tweed on right now.
Okay, so you head towards City Hall and try catch Karsh
Who's this?
alone.
So stressed.
That is Werner, and you would know him as one of Karsh's like junta, like one of his like war band, basically.
Who is he and what exactly are his powers?
You don't know? Rumor is he's the child of Karsh, although you have not had a confirmation of that.
Great.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I guess we'll take the entrance that we always do.
Yeah, the side entrance that's guarded from cameras, yeah.
We'll ask to see Karsh, hope to get him in his office, as opposed to setting up the execution chopping block.
I'm gonna say you are able to find him in his office, surrounded by his confidants.
Can we rewind ever so slightly?
Sure, yeah.
Can we go via the Tremere Chantry and pick up our dude?
Oh yes, yeah, we would have.
Oh shit!
Yeah, clearly we would have had the guy that we needed to use. Yes, perfect.
We get to Kash's office door and we're like,
Whoops,
wait.
yeah.
Oh my god!
Yes, you can pass by there. However, when you get there, you find that no one's there.
Oh, we've got nothing then.
Okay, let's fast forward back to Kosh then.
No, what? No, surely there's a trail. Why would he have done that? Why would he have just left? Wants you to pull this off.
He might already be there.
We're gonna go empty-handed. And well, I suppose
We
no,
have-
we're not
we have-
empty. We have got data.
We have the phone.
We have the
That's
phone at
it.
least. Okay. Well, and we have to hope Strauss is.
Oh, motherfucker.
Who Karsh doesn't trust anyway. Technology is what we're giving him.
Yeah, I don't think we've got anything right now.
You leave his laughing in, James. You leave that evil laugh in.
To the people, because you cannot see their faces, but they're all having like a collective panic attack right now, and it's hilarious.
I am sweating.
Yeah,
This is not fun. This is terrifying.
Head in
Oh.
hands, my port nearly gone.
Right, okay. We don't have time to find him. I'm hoping that he's already there. If not, we have a phone. If that's not enough, then we're all dead.
Great.
Okay.
So,
Well, Strauss is either has either killed us or is dealing with it.
I can't wait to find out which it is.
It all has to come to a head
Okay.
somehow. We have to go.
So you arrive at the city hall, and as you walk into the office, you do notice in one of the side corridors, just out of the corner of your eye, a figure dressed in red disappearing behind a corner.
wait, disappearing behind a corner? Sorry.
We
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo run to him.
Yes. Does he have the fence in hand?
He does not have the fence in hand. He is currently making his way downstairs towards the hall where Elysium is going to take place.
Guess we shouldn't all run after him. That's going to look sus. Hole.
He may have done the drop off.
Maybe, but we need confirmation of that before we go in.
Do we?
Otherwise, what do we say? We had a guy and we gave him to Strauss. However, we don't know where he is.
We've uncovered the data and it suggests blah blah, and we start the process, and then we just see where things go. I guess.
We should know what we're dealing with. I think we should try and catch up with him, at least. If we don't manage it, then we don't manage it.
There might not be time if you want to do it without everyone around.
Well, it's your call.
Yeah, I don't know. How much do you trust Strauss, Cole? I can't answer that for you. That's on you.
I think at this point I don't trust anyone. Let's
Some things you have to do on faith.
let's go to Kosh. Hope that Strauss has held up his side of the bargain.
Ramírez nods.
We still have one boon with him, a major one. So, should things go to shit, maybe we can ask for a head start and hope for the best.
Hey, let's go.
I hear Chicago is nice this time of year.
Ramírez is like, well, I'm not moving, but yeah, let's see how this plays out. But thank you to you
expand.
both for trying with this.
Franchise. Think big, Ramírez. Antiques everywhere.
He nods and chuckles, but thank you anyway.
Well, shall we?
It's time.
As you walk down the hallway towards Karsh's office, you open the doors and you see that next to Karsh, there are 4 other figures in there. Figures you know well. The head of his secret police, his spy master, a guy who supposedly is his child, and like a cowboy-looking dude who apparently has some relation to Billy the Kid in some way.
I mean, he
He's a
is
Mol-
Billy. He is Billy the Kid, right?
I mean, he's a Moldavian. Who knows? Yeah, you haven't really pulled on that string, so not answering that right now.
That's fair.
But yeah. So you enter, Mr. Cole.
Sir,
You are here for to present your case, I presume,
of course,
before the big execution.
as was our agreement. Yes.
Very well. I'm listening.
Not gonna lie, it's been a tough week trying to dig up old mysteries from several years ago. But we pulled on some threads, and we think, well, fairly certain that we have connected the dots. The destruction of the Chantry was a cover-up for something else. A cash grab and a bid at power. We got evidence from a criminal organization that operates from Chinatown that they had sold artifacts such as this one, and he will pull out the book. Things that were only found in the Tremere Chantry.
What is this, and how did you come by it?
As I said, it was an artifact from the Chantry. We have records that it was sold through the Yakuza, obtained by Li Zhu Chen.
Hand it over.
Yes, I'm not going to say no to Kosh.
He opens it and like kind of sees like the arcane notations within. Closes it again. Puts it on top of his like desk basically.
Don't take my book from me.
Please continue.
We found testimony from this fence, the one who arranged the sale and received the goods from someone in Li Zhu's employ. We later found record and communication between the two of how these artifacts were obtained by her, and that the fire that destroyed the Chantry and killed the majority of the Tremere in the city was just a cover-up of that theft.
Do you have evidence of this?
The fence himself was under the protection of Maximilian Strauss. I believe he is still there. We also have record of the communications between this fence and the employee of Li Zhu Chen on this mobile device. And he will hand over the phone.
Like his face turns like sour at seeing the device.
Something that is banned in Camarilla society is, again, there is record of her using as well. So
can we make sure we switched that off before we came here?
And he takes the phone and hands it to the Nosferatu standing next to him. You know what to do with this, right? Bergman will verify your story. Maximilian indeed came by with an interesting individual earlier. We have not yet interrogated him, but we will.
He was very forthcoming with information.
Just for this whole conversation, I'm just gonna need you to roll.
Don't make me roll! No!
It's Cole's thing, unfortunately.
I can't!
I'm so sorry.
Charisma plus persuasion.
What's your pool on that?
Rouse and do it all. Take all the bits.
I'm gonna rouse.
Okay.
You don't get hungrier.
What's your pool?
So with the rouse, my pool is 5.
And my pool is 5, yeah. It would be 5, so it's okay. It's not like worlds apart. We're fine.
Okay. Do I get any bonuses with the fact that we have doctored evidence and Maximilian has already deposited evidence and
Okay. With the evidence, I'm going to say with the book and the witness and the phone, I'm gonna say that's 3 additional dice.
Okay.
Plus, I'm gonna say because you have the people around you helping, I'm gonna give you an extra one. Just
Okay.
Still terrifying.
to give you a fighting chance, because
Oh my god.
Karsh is going to not be easy.
Okay.
I'm gonna willpower reroll those
Fair
2.
enough.
Yes, please
Okay.
do. Fucking damn it.
6
Okay.
is.
That is 6. 6 successes.
Okay.
6 is more than you would have had without the bonus thing, so...
Yes.
I'm genuinely terrified to roll this, but
Acting vampire wins.
acting vampire wins.
Oh, I could vomit.
God. My heart is like...
Yep.
Very well. We will examine the evidence. I suggest you stick around for the Elysium,
Of course.
and we will administer punishments to whoever we deem guilty.
I look forward to
Thank you
hearing
for
your
making-
judgment.
Thank you for making your case.
You're most welcome, sir.
Nod and leave the room. Yes.
Back out. Then vomit immediately.
Oh,
Three vampires on the other side of the door, breathing very heavily, or fake breathing.
none of which actually need to breathe.
No, but just like
3 players on the other side of the camera, breathing very heavily. Oh my god.
I love this. I'm absolutely loving this. So as you come back to the central Elysium Hall, you see a large part of the kindred that were here last time were assembled. You see some are missing, probably attending to other tasks. Others are here. Generally, you'd say about 80% of the kindred is in it.
Can we feed before the theatrics begin?
I will say you are able to find yourself like a waitress or a waiter. Just like last time, the mortals you're allowed to feed on are decorated with ribbons and stuff like that. So it's plain to see who is part of the food and who's not, basically. So yeah, I'm gonna say you are able to slake your thirst up to 1, if that is what you.
I shall do so.
Unless you want to go as far as killing someone, that's also an option.
I mean, I could, but that wouldn't even get me past 1. So
No.
Oh yeah, right. Because you're,
yeah, I can't.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anyone here you wish to talk to beforehand?
Maybe Anton.
Do we just do the rounds and say hi to people? Be nice.
Feel like even Clarissa at this point will do it, but it will be normally she really enjoys it, and it will be like a forced I have to do this kind of thing tonight because she is just waiting to see what happens. So she is stressed, but she will go around and say to everyone. But I do think we should talk to Anton. Well, I have never in my life wanted to talk to Anton LaVey. Let's.
Both Drew and Cole do not want to talk to Anton LaVey.
Not think we should clarify.
Ramírez doesn't want to talk to anyone. He never does.
Ramírez never wants to talk to anyone.
This is not his thing, but yeah, he does what he has to do.
Yeah, so you say hi to everyone. Anton's sufficiently slimy and a bastard. Yeah, you basically say hello to the people you've met before.
I, of course, gush over Sebastian Melmont, applaud his new club idea, cannot wait for it to be opened. I will suggest Clarissa's PR firm for all of the marketing.
I will apologise to him for what he had to watch last time he saw me.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I heard the party might be warranted soon. I've heard some rumors that are pretty interesting. Don't worry, you'll get an invite.
Can't wait.
Right now.
For now, enjoy the festivities. This is a moment of celebration for you, is it not? The people guilty for the damage done to your clan will, justice will finally be served.
Yes, may the offending party get what they deserve.
Ooh, so cryptic. Lovely.
I will politely nod to Emery and do the pleasantries, but I don't really want to go into deep politics with him right now. If at all avoidable. Normally favourite last time.
I will, of course, always refer to this Mr. Man as Emperor.
he will take off his cap to you and say, "Detective."
With his nod back in respect. He is, of course, royalty.
He definitely is. You have not had a chance to interact with him a lot over the course of this campaign.
Unfortunately.
But I am sure in future campaigns this guy will come to the forefront much more. Okay, so if there's no one else you would like to specifically talk to, let's start the theatrics, shall we?
Ramírez, don't steal anything this time, please.
I'm on my best behavior.
If I see you going towards a shopping trolley, I swear I will leave you in the sun.
Fair enough. And I suppose the only thing Cole would notice in the moments is he's been trying to avoid Li Zhu in every way, shape, or form. He does not want to catch her eye or acknowledge her as this is all going on. And it's plainly obvious this is going on.
After about an hour, the Malkavian cowboy kind of person steps into the room and loudly yells, "Presenting Prince Karsh of the Camarilla." And among the crowd downstairs, you hear some people clap, you hear some people cheer as the large, imposing, bearded figure of Karsh steps into the room, looking over the gathered kindred with deep, prying eyes. Behind him, 3 figures follow, being his 3, I don't want to say henchmen, but his 3 main captains, as he slowly walks up and says, "I have gathered you all here today to witness an execution. The execution of the one who is responsible for the destruction of the Tremere Chantry nearly 5 years ago. It has taken us a lot of time to catch up to this person, and now justice will finally be served." Reel him in, as currently at that point, down on the floor, the still staked body of Darius Wolf will be wheeled in on a gurney type thing, and will be brought into the center of Elysium. People are sort of standing around, trying to get a good glimpse of him. This man was accused of murdering his entire clan, but there was someone who set out to prove his innocence. Mr. Cole, can you step up to the dais?
Yes, okay, I will do as I was told.
I feel like Clarissa will automatically go with you and then stop.
You will see that 4 of Karsh's lieutenants will step down the stairway and sort of start to sort of surround you. Mr. Cole did an admirable job in attempting to prove Darius's innocence. Was he successful? Will you please kneel, Mr. Cole?
He will do so.
And Karsh grabs a big greatsword that was strapped to his back, out of its scabbard, and will say, "Good. Then repeat after me. I, Cole, pledge my life to protect our traditions, the kindred of this city, and its ruling prince. Now rise, Sheriff Cole of the Camarilla."
He will do so, and he will turn and nod to Karsh.
And a wave of cheering goes through the crowd.
Yeah, there's definitely clapping from Ramírez, and
Yeah, Clarissa looks incredibly relieved and then joins in on the clapping.
Now, Sheriff, over these past 5 years, I have denied to appoint people to positions of power, as I was here temporary. It has come to my attention this might have caused more unrest and more uncertainty than was originally intended. So when I leave in a year, I believe, with most of the court positions filled in by people that are worthy. Mr. Cole has proven himself a worthy investigator and will serve as sheriff, hopefully for many years to come. So, Mr. Cole, would you like to share the results of your investigation with the rest of us?
Of course, my prince. It is a travesty to turn on one's own kind, to willingly break the sixth tradition, to turn on one another, is unforgivable. We have a traitor among us, someone who orchestrated the destruction of the Chantry for personal gain.
An easy mumbling goes through the crowd.
Someone who used our weakened state to up their own status, their personal wealth, and their grab for territory. That person is none other than Li Zhu Chen, former anarch and sympathizer with the Kuei Jin.
Suddenly, a ruckus breaks out. You hear a voice you recognize as Li Zhu's say, "You son of a bitch!" As she reaches for something, then suddenly you hear like a loud bang followed by a scream as Li Zhu suddenly raises her hand and like a bunch of her fingers are gone. The cowboy dude that was standing next to you has his revolver up and it's like smoke is coming out of the barrel and he says, "Not so fast." Just because it's
that was very cowboy.
Escarch at that moment says, "Seize her!" As like a bunch of people in the crowd are like coming towards her, like holding her down, saying, "And now, my sheriff, what should her punishment be? I do believe you have a friend who might have some input on this."
During her time as an anarch, she did, yes, unjustly attack a member of my coterie and leave him trapped in a box for several decades, forming the same trick she did to the Tremere and stealing a bunch of artifacts. So yes, I will take Ramírez's suggestion for justice at heart.
He'll step forward at that point and says, I think turnaround may be fair play. Maybe incarceration for the rest of her days. No, maybe that will be suitable, where she can do no harm again and be watched over as need be. I'm willing to take that on if that will please the court.
I believe you have a suitable box already.
I do.
Then she is under your care.
And he will nod as this is going on, and for the first time that evening, we'll actually stare her in the eye as this proclamation sort of goes down. There's nothing he's going to be doing in the moments with her unless she tries to comment. But yeah, he's just watching and taking it in, feeling in some ways he should feel more happy with what's going down, but there is something gnawing at him that he's not getting the satisfaction from this that he would have thought he would have got in the moment.
Oh, don't worry, that'll wear off.
Clarissa doesn't have that at all. She is like so smug.
Very well. State her, Garsh says, for easy transport.
May I take that on?
Of course.
And he will any stake that is offered up, he will take.
Yeah, so someone will come forward with like actually no. Someone walks up, pulls a stake out of Darius, and hands it to you. As he like slowly like wakes up as it like what the fuck's going on? Like
we recycle in the Camarilla.
He takes the
it's
stake.
Sustainable.
And, it's sustainable. Yeah, he will take the stake and he will make his way over to where she's being held and on that one, and he says, "Turns out you really were just a monster, weren't you? And some monsters need to find their end, and this is yours for now." Yeah, as he stakes her in the moment.
Yeah, and as you do that, her body goes limp and lifeless. Although you do seemingly, you're not sure if you're right. You almost see like her eyes still like moving a little bit, as if like she's aware of everything that's happening around her.
We'll chat later.
You'll make an excellent sculpture.
Yeah, and he will. Take his place to one side as that with that all going on.
Very well. You see, Karsh puts his hand on your shoulder and whispers, "You're lucky someone negotiated on your behalf, pup. Enjoy your position." As he backs off, and as you look into the crowd, there's one man who's like staring at you with like a wolfish grin, which is Maximilian Stripes.
Oh, that's just unsettling. Oh, I hate it.
As it should be.
And another thing Karsh said was consider your boon paid.
Ooh, I mean, yeah, fine.
We'll take that. We can take that. Oh my god.
The rest of the evening goes by as you might expect.
Clarissa is back to her normal self. She is talking politics. She is discussing with Sebastian Melmont about marketing. She is...
Grand opening party, yes.
She is reprimanding Gregory for not refilling the fridge.
So Sebastian will eventually say, "You know what? Why don't we hold a party in celebration of the new sheriff in town? Doesn't that sound nice?"
Wonderful idea.
I think I even have a venue. Yeah. You know what? Maybe in a couple of evenings' time, we'll discuss. You'll get your invitation and go.
I would hope so if it's a party in my honor.
And you, Sheriff Cole, as I shall call you now, you've grown into quite a kindred. It's good to finally see you rise to the occasion you deserve.
It's an honor. It's a position I will hold with great respect and duty, of course.
Well, is there anything else you guys would like to do?
Let's move your dad first, then we can threaten him.
Yeah, one step at a time.
He's at least in a more secure ward, okay? And we'll chat, constantly asking Gregory if he's...
Do we know that he's threatened your dad, or is that something?
Because I told you when we were going to that's why we had to go.
I think I'd meant just say in passing, let's not have anything happen to Clarissa's father.
Oh.
Just
King on moving him. Need to speak to
I
Lily.
am sure I have no idea. I would do nothing untoward towards Mrs. King.
Of course.
She is a valued member of my clan.
And she is a valuable friend to me as well. So we shall keep it that way, shan't we?
Be very careful of your friends, Sheriff Cole. You might not know everything about her.
True. You, Lasombra, do like your secrets, even more so than the Tremere, and that's saying something.
And he will leave you there. I'm just gonna keep asking anything else. I assume somewhere later in the evening you move Liju's baked body somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, if it's going to be after the party, Seb, and you want to see that, I can tell you roughly what would be happening on that one.
We just stick
not
her in
part
the
of the
boot.
party.
But leave her there for the entire party because.
So basically, the party is like a raucous party. Like it's fun. The people have had a show. Like they're all fairly enthusiastic. It's for a kindred party, it's fairly jovial. It was a surprisingly good evening. People are constantly congratulating Cole on his new position. Speaking of which, how much status?
I have zero status.
Now you have 3.
Woohoo!
Makes it less special for me.
Things you can take away from me.
Yes, there's always things you can take and give and take.
Ramirez, how much status do you have?
Status does Ramirez have? Oh, sorry, 1 second. And here's
if it's not there, then you didn't pick it.
Yeah, I've got 0.
In that case, you now have status 1 by association.
Okay.
Does that mean mine goes up?
You're already at 3. You don't get 4. Like 4 is basically Primitive Council 5 sprints.
Getting
Not
there.
yet.
We're getting
Yeah.
there.
Give her a year. Give her a year. So yeah, I suppose if there is, if the party does start to wrap up, then Seb on that one, it would be a call to have Arnold bring the other car round so we can actually take her body back to. I would say probably to the Haven might be the best bet, but I'll take. I'll have the box collected that she will be put into, and we'll have that evened out at some point. But I suppose if there is a moment where I'm with Arnold on the drive back and her body's sort of there next to us as this is going on,
In the passenger seat.
in the passenger side, or in the back, we're being chauffeured at the moment. We're in the back, but he would just he would turn to her and he would say, "My art has had a lot of rough moments in the recent past. It's going to be very, very interesting to be able to practice on someone that's so willing going forward." And as the car sort of drives back,
I forgot for an instant that you were a Zemitzi.
We're gonna have a new chair.
Oh.
Who knows? Yeah,
Ouch.
that's for another day.
Oh no, we're going to replace the one that Gregory has with. Oh.
I'm not even sure you'll ever see what his masterpiece will be when until the time comes. It's
Yeah.
not finished yet. It might be the only thing you keep hearing.
Over the next few days, as we will skip around in time.
Do I have actual responsibilities now?
I think for the first few days they will go a little bit easy on you. Oh, however, yes, you will get more responsibilities.
In the office 5 days a week until you pass your probation. They will consider hybrid working.
So, over the next few days, a mysterious package arrives at your Haven's door.
Seriously, who keeps telling people where we live?
Yeah, what the hell?
We need to up the security another level.
This is like quite a large package, like a big wooden box, like 2 meters in height and width.
Did you have Lishu gift wrapped?
No, she's already been brought in.
Is it Gregory?
Gregory, is this you refilling the fridge? We really appreciate it.
Gregory has not been around for a few days.
Oh.
However,
What happened to Darius? Sorry. The person we were trying to save.
He's fine.
sorry, I forgot completely to mention that.
So did
Darius
I.
Don't worry,
was
we literally
released.
forgot a giant piece of evidence, so, you know.
Darius was released and had a very, very happy reunion with Gregory at Elysium.
Aw,
And since then, you have not seen them, either of them.
Fine.
my favorite couple.
Gone.
On the big wooden box outside your door, you see there's duct taped to it is like an envelope.
Say anything on it?
How did they even get this down the stairs?
Is it just a plain envelope? Does it?
It's when I say entrance, it's like the entrance to the parking structure that your Haven leads up to.
Oh, okay.
Did someone order in? Is this the new sofa? Is this the new sofa?
Ooh, perhaps.
As you take the envelope off,
It's online.
it says for Mr. R.
Oh, yeah.
Hand it to
Apologies. It
Ramírez.
seems like this might be something for me. Obviously, he has a thing, and then unless anyone has any issue, I'll start opening up the crate. What do we see?
You see, the inside is filled with straw and backing material. And when you dig around a little bit, you dig out something you have not seen many, 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 many years.
Ooh.
It's a statue.
Oh.
It's what Li Chu had left of your collection, because she sold a few pieces, but the largest part she kept.
Yeah. The reverence this man has at picking these pieces up one at a time, and Yeah. I mean, he is unbelievably happy with in the moment that this is going on. They are grotesque, but to look at. But these statues are, He holds them like pride and joy, and he says, "Well, looks like you may have gained your status. I have gained some of my art back. These are good days."
It'll be nice to start filling some of those alcoves.
Yes, they've been waiting long enough. And yes, he will spend a fair bit of time getting their perfect placement in their alcoves that are unbelievably perfect fit for them without even having been anywhere near this particular place. But yeah, he will find the right slots for each of them in his alcove. And there is a large box off to one side that looks slightly more out of place than it should in the room. But yes, he will. He's very happy.
About 75% of the alcoves are filled. One of the biggest missing pieces still is the one at Garchas.
Yes, of course. He is very aware of that one.
As well as like some smaller pieces that Bijou might have sold off. But at least the largest part of the collection is at home.
And where they belong, in their right place.
I imagine that Ramírez just spends the whole night just looking at his collection.
There's definitely a lot of that. Some music playing quietly, and just taking it in as that's all going on. But when he does sort of come out at some point, he's you can see he's vastly content with how this is, and if he does run into Clarissa at some point, he will say, "Well, things seem to have worked out this time. I needed to say something to you.
Mm-hmm.
I struggled with what happened with you using your powers, but I can truly say now at this point, I can forgive you for that. I wasn't sure I was going to be able."
I am truly sorry for that, Ramírez. I would never usually. It was quite possibly a matter of death or death.
I came to that conclusion as well after the fact, but I did struggle with it, as I struggle with change in general. I find it hard to trust people, and you and Cole are about the only people I do. But yes, I just wanted you to know that. I
feel exactly the same. I
that.
don't trust easily either. I never really thought I would be in this kind of situation with anyone, but I'm glad it's with you two, especially over the last week.
Yes, I agree. I was in a box for too long, and before that I was a loner anyway, but having you as a group is a good thing. And he sort of, he's come to some sort of contentment with the idea of it all.
Have you in a proper position in no time?
Well, I don't know how far up that possible route I could go, but I would certainly help either of you two in that. But I just wanted you to know.
Thank you. It wasn't easy to do, and I truly do apologize.
And he nods at that. And now the sheriff he is. We are, and that can't hurt your position either. We're in a better spot. May hope things continue that way.
Cole's moving up. He's got to take us with him.
He will for you, I think. I'm sure. And he's sort of You see, there's some sort of a weight lifted from him with all of what's been going on and the art. But yes, we have that sort of a scene.
A few days pass until you reach the evening of Sebastian Melmoth's first real party.
I love that we've just had a party. It's like, let's have another party.
All parties are, and all parties.
It's been a few days. This time.
We seem to be having parties every week. It's great.
Camarilla society is going off right now.
I mean, to be fair, New Year's Eve was the first
in a long time, isn't it?
Yeah. Shards came to power, so this is like the Roaring 20s.
I love it.
Yeah. So this party is in honor of Cole and is set to start in a couple of hours. I am assuming everyone is at 1 hunger. You can lower your hunger if you're not.
Good.
And age is dressing, but can we say that I have some leaflets and little bits of merch and stuff to to have at the party. I'm seriously into this.
What kind of merch are we talking about? Like
Just like leaflets
my
and like
face on a t-shirt, or
No, not for you. Sebastian's new place.
oh, okay, yeah.
And t-shirts with Cole's face.
I'm not quite sure you have that around in the Haven.
No. I'll have Lily make them, so we'll have to go and get them. But
Oh, we forgot to feed Lily.
Lily's fine. Neglected ghoul is fine.
Oh, we need to replace Snuffles.
Don't need to replace Snuffles. Snuffles 2 will only die. There's no point.
What if we make it a ghoul as well?
Clarissa's genuinely like, who's Snuffles? She has no idea what's going on.
Oh,
We can stop by
Okay.
and get those away to the party.
Okay, so I assume you get into the car, drive off towards King Marketing, and then head up towards your office where you probably keep these things.
Or I would hope Lily has put those things, yes.
Okay.
She's a good girl.
So
They're not there, she's in.
what's the name of his? Because he was setting up a nightclub, wasn't he?
yeah,
Is it just
I
called
have
the
not-
Vampire Bar, like his yacht was?
No, the old one was the Vampire Club. That
Yeah.
was held on the yacht. This one is going to be a little bit more surreptitious. This is not at that location yet. This will be held in the home and weird sex place of his closest confidant, which is the San Francisco Armory.
Okay.
In case you're
Oh.
It's
he's the Derek guy.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Rick Zeal.
So-
I have that.
The real bar is set to open in no time. So you drive towards King Marketing, make your way up, and as you are gathering the supplies you wish to take to the place you're going to, suddenly Lily runs in.
What?
Mrs. King, Miss King, can I talk to you for a second?
Roll my eyes and I follow her. Wait here, I'll be 1 second.
Okay.
And she will lead you away from your office, and she'll say, I was just accosted downstairs in the parking structure.
Costed? By who?
They said they knew Noah.
They're here. Who? How many?
3 of them.
Where are they?
I mean, I said I told them they could come up if they were
Who
to get
told
Noah.
them they could come up?
I
Get
mean,
her-
they specifically said they had to see you. It was quite urgent. Apparently, he's hurt or something.
I don't care if he's hurt. You shouldn't have told. Where are they now?
I believe on the way up.
You believe on the way up. Find them. I'll follow her.
Yeah, and she will.
The lift or the stairs.
Yeah, she will lead you towards the elevator, and it doesn't take long before the doors open, so the doors open, and inside are 4 figures. One is a big, muscly bodybuilder man. The second one is basically looks kind of like Johnny Cage.
What is this? What is this?
It's me.
And suddenly before you, Clarissa, stand Luna, baby big guns, carrying an unconscious person in his arms, and someone who looks like a motorcycle driver, basically.
Not the kind of people we normally have in King International.
And that is where we look at next week.
Yay. You sneaky buggers.
Oh, we're gonna destroy your office. Oh no.